Let's welcome the famous psychologist Carl Jung of the 20th century. Hello, Mr. Jung.
Hey, brother.
I'm eager to meet with you because some things have just happened around me recently, and I just want to hear your views.
Well, I'm honored, but I hope it's not something unpleasant.
Just a few days ago, the famous singer Coco Lee died by suicide due to depression.
Oh, so sorry to hear that.
And that's very shocking, because in many people's impression, she was so cheerful, lively, and full of positive energy. How could she be depressed and even choose to end her life? Why would she do that?
Did you know, like Coco, many depressed patients are pretending to be normal? They appear positive and hardworking on the surface, but in reality they hide tremendous, unspeakable pain deep within, tormented by confusion and a sense of nothingness. This is the so-called smiling depression.
Why do they pretend to be normal?
Well, in my theory, this is called persona. The so-called persona is how a person presents themselves to the world. Sometimes people need a mask to protect their real selves when communicating with the outside world. Essentially, the persona is a means for people to gain social recognition.
It seems like all of us wear different forms of masks, and even in different scenarios, facing different crowds, these masks are not the same. So I want to ask, how does this persona come about?
Every person has impulses that might be prohibited by social norms, such as anger, desire, etc., or contains experiences and feelings that the individual self denies or suppresses. It's the part of us that we don't want others to know about, which I call the shadow. Every individual needs to find a balance between maintaining a social image and accepting their real feelings and needs.
So according to you, depression is a conflict between an individual's inner true self and the persona expected by society, a struggle of a person's shadow against their persona. Is that correct?
Correct. If a person overly relies on their persona, overly appeasing others or society's expectations, while ignoring or denying their real needs and feelings, they might start to feel internally empty, lonely, and a strong sense of dissatisfaction, which could lead to depressive emotions.
So, how to treat depression? Remove this mask?
Once we become aware of the existence of the persona and shadow, what we need to do is to accept them. Accept all parts of ourselves, including the persona, shadow, and other unconscious aspects. We can use dream analysis, meditation, art creation, and other means to explore ourselves, directly discover our inner true voice, and ultimately become our true selves.
This is what you call individuation.
Yes, but this individuation can be easily misunderstood. It's not equivalent to self-centered consciousness. Individuation is not about isolating oneself from the world, but about integrating the world within oneself.
More similar to the Buddha nature in Buddhism.
Yes, as you know, I am fascinated by Oriental Buddhism and Taoism. There are no signs before a seed germinates. It is because the time has not yet come. Only you can save yourself.
But this process of exploring the self probably isn't that quick, right? Does it provide direct help in addressing issues of depression?
Well, it could be slow or it could be fast. Regardless, it is a necessary path. When you embark on the journey to explore your true self, you will have an unprecedented strength to face reality. And this sense of power is enough to support you, to move forward bravely.
I see. At the very least, we need to first accept our true selves. Thank you for your guidance, Mr. Jung.